All right, third grade team, here is our next week already, November 9th through 13th, giving out that Unit 2 post-test, same as the pre-test. You can find that in the Unit 2 files. It's right here under Unit 2, and there's the test right there. Then once you move on from there, it'd be going into Module 4, which Bridges advises not to skip because kids need practice with data, working with data. So here are the worksheets that you could use and peruse and see which ones look good to you. So there are some in here, and then there are some in here that come from Home Connections. All right. So first off, the first session is the book genre surveys. It gives you kind of the summary here of what you're going to be doing. And option 1, which should be the route I would take, is to use a great smartboard file from 2 years ago that I looked through and still looks awesome. Since we have kids in person, I would go this route. This asks you for the kids to have a book template and make their own graphs. You can find that in this first set of worksheets here, okay? Option 2 is a new tech-enhanced activity for remote learning, but you could also use in the classroom. I just find that there's a lot that you would need to go through, and it just seems like a lot of work to just be able to do it with the kids in class without going on the computer for it. Up to you though. So I'm going to talk it through right now. The first step would be to use this Google Teacher slide deck. So here you would show this. You would not share it in their Google Classroom. This would be something you would show like a smartboard file up on the screen, and you would talk through each slide. So you'd look through these 2 graphs. What do you guys notice? What do you wonder? What's the same? What's different? And then these are 2 different types of graphs. And what type of graph is this? If we give you the definitions over here and we label it. Okay, and then I'd say, all right, now we're going to take a vote right now. Take a survey. What type of book do you like to read the best if these were your only 4 choices? Okay, so then if you go back, you could either just have kids raise their hands up, right, and you take the survey right there in person. Or you could have the kids fill out a Google form to give you that information. So here's the question. Which of these 4 types of books would you want to read the best, right? Do you like to read the best? Boom. We get our responses. Just make sure if you use this form that you go up here into that 3 vertical dots and make your own copy first before sharing it with your kids. Then once you get the results, then you would go to this 3rd step and you would make together up on the smartboard. I think it would be hard for the kids to do on their Chromebook, although you could explain it. You'd go through these slides and say, okay, our class is data. Did we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Did we have 6 people that liked animal books? Well, you probably don't. So your data might be different than this. So then you're going to have to go to slide and go down to edit master. Okay. And now I'm able to take this stuff out and delete it and put whatever is needed in that slide. I'm going to have to go through and change the second one too to make sure it's the same data that I gave in the Google form. And then in this one, I'm going to go down here and change this number. So how many animal books, put a number to each of these. And then once I go through and I've made all those changes to the slides, then I'm going to go and X out. And now I can start and we can answer these questions together, or now I could share this in their Google Classroom and they could go through and write in their thoughts. And then they could actually literally make this graph by dragging these over here if you like that, okay? Otherwise, for me personally in class, I would just have them doing the paper route up here in option 1, and they're just using glue and paper and making that graph. Okay, so that's just session 1. Seems like a lot, but it's a lot because these are the new Google tech enhanced activities that you could use in case you're remote. And then you'd go to the next idea. We're going to look at library book data, and it's another great smartboard file. And then session 3, some problems to deal with. Okay? And then the week before Thanksgiving, we'd be onward into Unit 3. Or we could pause for a moment and just do some more number corner stuff and start Unit 3 after Thanksgiving break. You guys tell me. All right? All right. Math on, everyone.